Welcome to the medical fraternity. I am Dr. Indranil Dev, practicing in the cardiodiabetic segment. Probably we are winding up this winter season with a talk on heart attack. Our today's topic will be understanding the heart attack. In today's session, we'll discuss about the heart attack, its causes, and preventive measures needed to avoid heart attack. Nowadays, we often come to know that persons die in tender age of around 30 to 40 years. Incidences of heart attack and number of deaths due to it are consistently increasing in our country. So let's understand what is heart attack and what can be the reason behind it. Heart is the most essential organ and most precious organ, and its non-stop functioning is crucial for our survival. It functions like a pump and allows the circulation of blood throughout the body. Blood circulated through the extensive network of blood, various types of small and large blood vessels are being seen. Blood ultimately provides all the nutrition and oxygen supply to various organs which are necessary for normal functioning of that particular organ. The muscles of the heart continuously contract and relaxes to pump the blood into the blood vessels. This pumping of the heart leads to what we can hear as the heartbeat. On an average, in a healthy normal person, heart beats for about 72 times in a minute. This means heart muscles contracts and relaxes 72 times in a minute. To do such an extensive, beautiful work non-stop without any interruption, it requires continuous supply of oxygen. For this, heart has its own network of blood vessels around it which continuously supplies oxygen to the various heart muscles. Any interruption of blood or oxygen supply to the heart for even a few seconds can impair its function and leads to heart failure or heart attack. Basically, a heart attack occurs when blood vessel supplying blood to the heart is blocked. Now let's understand why there will be blockage of blood vessels. Main reason behind such incidences is increased blood pressure and excess of cholesterol and fat deposition in the intima of the blood vessels. Persistent high blood pressure damages the blood vessels by making them more rigid and by damaging their inner wall or intima. This increases the risk of cholesterol or fat deposition in blood vessels. When there are excessive fats, it gets deposited in the inner walls of blood vessels, it blocks the blood flow. Due to these blockages, heart of the person with high blood pressure has to work extra hard to pump the blood throughout the body. This increases the workload and oxygen demand for the heart. The increased demand and lower supply of oxygen due to blockages ultimately leads to failure of the heart function. A heart attack may cause multiple symptoms. Chest pain is the most common symptom of a heart attack. This can feel like uncomfortable pressure, aching, numbness, squeezing, fullness, or pain in your chest. The discomfort can spread to your arms, neck, jaws, or back. It can last for several minutes or come and go. However, it's not the only symptom. Possible symptoms of a heart attack are dizziness or fainting, lightheadedness, nausea, indigestion, vomiting, and probably shortness of breath. These heart attack symptoms can be different for each person. No two heart attacks are the same even for the same person. Person may have just one or a combination of symptoms. Sometimes the symptoms of a heart attack are not the classic crushing chest pain that one thinks of. One may feel less obvious symptoms such as burning feeling in the chest and shortness of breath. Sometimes one may have no warning sign or symptoms at all. Now, a heart attack is a medical emergency. A heart attack can only be diagnosed by medical tests. The only way to know what you are experiencing is to seek urgent help. Medical tests include electrocardiogram, echocardiography, coronary angiogram, blood tests. The electrocardiogram can provide information about the extent and location of heart muscle damage. It also detects the heart rate and rhythm and whether or not one is having a heart attack. Echocardiography is an ultrasound test that can be used to learn how the heart is pumping overall and what areas might not be pumping normally. Coronary catheterization or angiogram is an invasive test performed to directly visualize the size and extent of the blockage in the blood vessel of the heart. It is frequently recommended in the first hours of a heart attack if medications are not relieving the symptoms. Blood tests. Overall, all these tests will also measure the amount of damage caused to your heart and the best treatment course to take up. A heart attack mostly requires emergency treatment to restore blood flow to the heart. The faster this happens, the less the heart muscle gets damaged. Heart attack treatments may involve medications or surgery. Medications can be anticoagulant medications, antiplatelet medications, beta blockers and statins, blood pressure medications, chest pain relievers or nitrates, and most importantly, thrombolytics. Heart attack can be prevented. Knowing your risk of coronary heart disease is a first step to reduce the risk of having a heart attack. Yet many people don't know that they are at the risk. The best way to find out the risk of having a heart attack is to get regular health checkup of the heart if you are around or above the age of 45 years. Treating the blood cholesterol is also important. Food higher in saturated fat can contribute to high cholesterol and reduces the blood flow and increases risk of heart attack. Hence, it is also important to start a heart healthy diet to reduce the risk. Limit foods rich in saturated fat, which comes from animal products such as cheese, fatty meats, dairy, desserts, tropical oils, and highly processed foods. A diet high in fiber can help lower cholesterol by as much as 10%. The diet emphasizes increased intake of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, poultry, fish and nuts, vegetable oil, olive oil, and sunflower oils. A heart healthy eating plan can help manage the blood cholesterol levels. Now, one more important segment is controlling the high blood pressure. Drinking too much alcohol can raise the blood pressure. It also adds extra calories, which may cause weight gain, which is again detrimental. Cigarette smoking is also detrimental to the blood pressure, which may increase the risk of heart attack. Now, another point is following an exercise plan and maintenance of an ideal body weight. Regular physical activity makes the heart stronger. If one has a strong and healthy heart, it can pump more blood with less effort, thereby reducing the risk of hypertension and heart failure. Exercise cuts bad cholesterol level and raises the good cholesterol level. One can aim to get 2 hours and 30 minutes of moderate aerobic exercises or activities per week, like brisk walking, or 1 hour and 15 minutes of high intensity exercise such as jogging per week. Monitoring stress levels and getting adequate sleep are also possible the best ways to prevent heart problems. It is important to remember that we can afford everything, but nothing is as precious as the health. It is possible to make heart healthy and prevent heart failure or heart attack through lifestyle intervention like dietary modification and exercise. By taking action to lower blood pressure, one can help protect themselves against heart attack. Thank you so much.